So let's take a look at Bitcoin. We'll start it off with Bitcoin. Basically, you guys, right now, we are still just ranging. Things are looking very, very good for Bitcoin. Things are looking extra bullish. And I said in the beginning of September, I said that I would be utterly shocked if 25K did not hold. But I said I would be much more confident come October. Ladies and gentlemen, it is now October, and I am much more confident. September is typically the worst month in all of cryptocurrency. The fact that we made it past September and we still held 25K, to me, means that there is a good possibility that 25K not only holds now, but there is a strong possibility that 25K holds forever. And right now, we are in prime time, accumulation time. Make no mistake about it, ladies and gentlemen. He says, hey, we back. Back like I never left. Says, what about the gym? You still going? It's gains in the cryptocurrency market. It's gains in pumping iron. It's mental gains. It's physical gains. It's financial gains. It's all about the gains, baby. All right, let's take a look at Bitcoin. We have now surpassed. We are no longer in the full moon energy. We are now heading into the new moon energy. We are no longer in a lunar cycle. So all of last year, if you did not know, was in a lunar cycle. All of the lunar eclipses during a lunar cycle are very high. There's a lot of energy. We're now in a solar cycle. Bitcoin is the sun. Bitcoin is solar. And every time on the past iterations, when we enter into a solar market is when we have the bull runs. Okay? So for now, it will be sideways and up. Right now, what I'm looking at, we are just barely poking above the 200-week moving average here. That is what we need to see. Right now, we have the 55 on bottom. Then we have the 21 moving average above that. Then we have the 8. What we need to see is this 8 moving average get completely above the 200 moving average. Yellow on top, followed by blue, followed by green. And that, ladies and gentlemen, would be absolutely, positively tremendous. At this moment in time, we are in Bitcoin season. Okay? I want to be very clear about this. And let's go back in time. During all of this, until about this moment right here, I'll put a hard line. During all of this, Bitcoin was the most profitable coin in cryptocurrency. It's not even the first time. During this run up, the same time, the same thing, excuse me. During all of this run up until about here, Bitcoin was the most profitable coin. Not only was it the most profitable coin, but when things went down, Bitcoin went down less. At this stage in the game, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, any moves to the upside, Bitcoin is going to be the winner as far as ROI, as far as percentage gains. Outside of a few cases, it's mostly going to be Bitcoin is going to be the show stopper. And when Bitcoin goes down at this stage of the market, when we have dips in the market, let's say if Bitcoin were to just get crushed tomorrow down to, 26,000, the altcoins are really going to get crushed during this time. So for me, I'm accumulating Bitcoin. I'm going to ride Bitcoin. I'm accumulating other stuff too, but Bitcoin is the biggest lump of what I am accumulating. And it is going to continue like that until we enter into phase 4 of 4. Right now, we are in phase 2 of 4 of the bull run. When we enter into phase 3, things are going to get rocking and rolling. When we enter into phase 4 is when alt season is going to happen and when the altcoins are going to have their day. Right now, where we're at, ladies and gentlemen, we're still in phase 2, and phase 2 is all about, it is all about accumulation, accumulating as much Satoshis as humanly possible. What is phase 3? She asked. Phase 3 is when we make a new all-time high. Phase 3 is when you're clearly in a bull run. Phase 3, Bitcoin will be very, very profitable. So like this is phase 3 right here. The prior bull run. This section right here, that's phase 3, and Bitcoin was very, very profitable during this time. Big XRP, Ethereum, Dogecoin, all that stuff happened in here. All right, so let's mark it out like this. So this is phase 2. All of this is phase 2. This is phase 3 of the prior bull run. This is phase 4. This is when Dogecoin went crazy. This is when your grandmother was high-fiving you, talking about crypto. All right, so let's look at the prior run before that. And let's go over like how, because actually, I think that this bull run is exponentially more similar to what we're doing now. And I've made this case before, but this is very much what I think that we're doing. This to me was 2021, and this was the true top. Okay, like I've made that case before. Let me just lay it out again. So I know that this is higher than this. This was the true buying climax in the market. All right, so if we look at Wyckoff, this is my bread and butter right here. You have Wyckoff accumulation, aka the bottom. You have your markup, aka the bull run. Wyckoff distribution, aka the top, and then supply greater than demand, aka the markdown. This happens in every single market, okay? Now, if we look at Wyckoff distribution, aka the sell-off top, the rounded top, as some people say, you have your buying climax. What you'll notice is the buying climax is less than the upthrust and the UTAD test. This is like the reverse of a spring. It doesn't always happen. It doesn't always have to happen. So what you'll notice is the upthrust is higher than the buying climax. Upthrust is higher than the buying climax. This was the true buying climax. This was the true top, just like this. Okay, this was the true top. This was the true top. This is when Coinbase IPO'd. This is when Google Trends were the all-time high. If I look at Google Trends on crypto, it looks just like this. This is a more mature market, so you had a more mature Wyckoff distribution. Okay? So this is the same. Okay? Price didn't go as high in this time, but that's because of the maturity of the market. Make sure you guys are spamming that like button, hitting that share. Share this to a crypto enthusiast. Share this to a crypto hater. Share this to your friend, to your mama, to your wife's boyfriend. All right? Let's get this party started. Basically, this is the buying climax. This is the buying climax. This was the upthrust. This was the upthrust. Then you have your bear market. Then you have your bear market. All right, let's make this a little bit more pronounced. This is where we're at. Once we broke through the 236, and if I pull a fib, once we broke through the 236, which was in this moment, we stayed here for 210 days before having our retracement. Once we broke through the 236, we have been here for 210 days. All right. So this is the same. You have your all of the rest of this is the same. The only difference is we had like a little roundedness, and this stayed low. Other than that, the depths of where it was at, everything is the same. Okay? So at any moment now, literally at any moment now, we could have this move right here. And this brings you to the 618, which for us is about 45,000. Even if we only go to the 0.5, that's still 38,000, 35,000. Easy. Okay? That's where we're at. And then from that moment, we never came back. We never came back to even the 236. We only back tested the prior high. So if we were to do the same thing again, we would come back down here to maybe like 32,000, 35,000, something like that. things got really rocking and rolling. So let's zoom out. All right, I showed you got where we're at. Let me show you like what phase I would count each one of these. So this is like all phase 2 here. Then you have phase 3 would be all the way up to here. And that's what it's going to look like. Bitcoin's going to be the most profitable during this time. Then this little top right here is when the altcoins are going to have their heyday. That's phase 4. That's when your grandma's talking about crypto. That's when Elon Musk is pumping everything. That's when all of that stuff happens in phase 4. But right now, phase 2, phase 3, it's going to be all about Bitcoin. Bitcoin's going to be the most profitable to the upside, and it's going to be the least profitable, or I'm sorry, the least amount of losses to the downside for probably the next year. We'll probably be in phase 2 and 3 for the next year. I still have my bet. We still, if we don't get above 38,000 by December, I have to shave my head and I have to shave my face. Or that's pretty much where I think we're at, where we're going. We're basically going to be in phase 2/phase 3 for the remainder of the year. The cycle that I think that we're doing is right here. When we broke above the 236 was right here. We were here right on the 236 for 210 days. All right, before then having our retracement. So literally any day now. And the very interesting thing about it, the extremely interesting part about this whole thing is during this same time, the stock market has been getting crushed. The Dow Jones has been getting crushed. The NASDAQ has been getting crushed. Even gold has been getting crushed. But Bitcoin is not. Why is that? Why is that, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls? Everything's getting crushed right now, and Bitcoin is not. Why does everyone think that we are going down? Because they are wrong. Whatever everyone is thinking, honestly, like no joke, one of the things that has served me very well is paying attention to what everyone believes and then being a contrarian. Everyone thought right here that we were going to go lower. Everyone thought right here in this moment that we were going to set a new low. In this moment, they said we're going to set a new low. In this moment, they said we're going to set a new low. Not even just to the downside, to the upside. When we were here, when Coinbase IPO'd, everyone said we're going to 100K. What everyone thinks is wrong. 100%. What everyone thinks collectively is wrong. You still believe after 40K will be a final capitulation? Yeah. But it's not going to be as violent. So like what I originally anticipated was that we were doing this cycle right here. I don't think that we're doing that. And that was like the spring, the C19 spring. I don't think that we're doing that. Now, in the structure of what I think that we're actually doing, the 2013 bull run, we did have a final capitulation. So we went up here to the 618. For us, the 618 is 48K, 40K, somewhere in there. And came all the way back down almost to the, basically to the 382. See that? So we came up to the 0.6 or the 618 and came all the way back down to the 382. Even poked below it almost back to the 236, halfway in between. So if we were to do the same thing again, it would probably be a back test of this 32K range, which is perfectly normal. It's very normal to have a breakout and a back test. We did it like multiple times now. We're doing it right now. That's exactly what happened. We had a breakout and then a back test. A breakout and then a back test. So if we were to break out again to the 618 of, call it $40,000, it would be perfectly normal to back test back down to $32,000. That would be very violent. That would be kind of gross. That would be kind of icky if that happens. Like, just for imagine going from $45,000 all the way back down to $32,000 in a matter of a week. That's going to be painful, but it would be completely normal. I appreciate every single one of you guys. Peace, love, prosperity. God first. God bless. I'm out.
Damn, hustling, 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 hustling,
Hit your
hustling,
boy,
hustling,
Ski.
hustling, 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 hustling.